Hey there, Aries. This is Chronic Joy Tarot, and we are going to do your soul guidance reading for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Or if you just are drawn to this video and stopped in, then the guidance is for you as well. I do, while I'm shuffling off camera, I call in the essence of Aries. But, at any given time, we're all in different places with our energy. And so it really is just about energy. And if you're not an Aries, but you're here, then know that your energy wants you to get this message, right? Your spirit wants you to hear it. Okay, so we have the Zen Tarot deck here, and we're going to do a spread on the topic at hand, which is coming from this oracle deck called Native Spirit by Denise Lynn. And the specific card I pulled for you is Eagle Medicine. My readings are about your internal guidance, your soul's growth. This isn't about anyone else but you. And so that's just the way, my style of reading. It's intuitive, not predictive, okay? And that Eagle Medicine card, this is a beautiful card for you, Aries. This is talking about your profound connection to spirit, your ability to see life from this rare vantage point at this time and always, really, if you attune to it, okay? Your, you can rise above, basically. If there's conflict in your life, you can pull above and create a broader, wider perspective and realize that, it will pass. Like, if you tend to focus in on the moment, say you are in a conflict and this person just keeps saying all the wrong things and it's really making me mad, and you're feeling like that situation just will never change, right? Pull back a little bit and see, I wonder what's prompting that person to say those things and to judge me in that way. I wonder if there's pain underneath that for them. And let's just let this moment be as it is and let it pass, right? It's sort of like, you get feeling stuck and then you just rise above it, literally go high, right? You have this power, being Aries, the ram that resides on top of the hill and pretty much the first sign of the zodiac and the starting point, and you have this power, and at this time right now in your life, it's very, very profound, okay? Inner journeys, kind of maybe even in your meditation, imagine that you literally are the eagle. Imagine that. And that you can see it all. You see all the nuances and all of the, the reactions that others are having. And you realize it's all working in the flow of life. It's all kind of there for a purpose. And there's no need to get stuck on one little aspect and engage in it and push against it and fight. You can pull back and experience it in a different way, okay? We're going to do insight into this topic with the Zen Tarot spread. We're using the tree spread, which I kind of made up. And this branch here is starting point. It's kind of your present status. And then moving forward, we have, gaining more knowledge on the topic or expanding your awareness of it. Now, this may not be literal. This could be a point in time that you've just passed, or a point in time that's about to come, or when you find yourself in a situation that you feel the need to rise above. This is going to be sort of a template for you to proceed. Starting point. Yeah, I love it. Control. Feeling that we are in control of every aspect of our lives is a trap. It's a trap. We don't control very much. And that's hard for us to hear as humans. It's hard for our ego, our egoic self to hear, but it's true. We don't control much. We control how we respond to situations, but we don't control the situation. We don't control, all we control is how we feel, right? But this card here is actually a mental energy card. So this is saying that we have the illusion in our minds that we should have more control. That when things go bad, we should assert, control and exert our energy onto it and push until it goes our way. And this is in direct opposition to your oracle. It's in direct opposition to that eagle energy. The eagle is one of the most revered birds in, especially in native culture, but really it is a very rare energy, and it soars high above, and it is kind of all-knowing and all-seeing. And you have that capacity, Aries. And when you come upon a spot where you feel, I just need to resist this, I need to make it work, pull back, rise up and be that eagle and see it from a new perspective. That will create space for you to move in and travel in and make choices that will help you see other possibilities, other ways to respond. Sometimes if we're in a tricky situation, our best response is none, right? It's just to pause and be with it and wait, right? Until a sign shows up that, oh yeah, this feels good. Let's wiggle out of it in this direction, right? So as human beings, our first gut reaction, our sort of, limbic part of our brain that wants to react and fix it, isn't always serving us. There's times when it is, but there's most of the time it isn't, and we do need to expand our view. Oh, so this is for your sort of a caution, sort of a being attuned, being aware of these moments and how to shift them to have a different experience, a different outcome. Internally, within you, you're supported by this card called Innocence. So I love this because this is exactly what we just said. Shift your perspective. Shift the way you see it. Sit with it. This wise old sage here has seen and known all there is to know about life, yet he takes the time to really, really engage with the simplest grasshopper and really just look at it with childlike wonder, with fresh eyes, like as if it's the first time he's ever seen a grasshopper, right? This is the internal energy supporting you through these conflicts or through these trickier situations, that, you know what, I can shift the way I show up for this. I can pull back and see it from a wider angle and change my outcome or change my experience of the situation, right? And most of the time, ease the tension. So mastering that, right? When we come upon points of conflict that we feel we want to immediately react in a controlling way or a resistant way, the key is to drop within and find another perspective. Oh, maybe I'm gonna pause for 3 days before I react to this situation, or 3 minutes or 3 hours, whatever. Or maybe I'm going to flip the tables and just, if you're in conflict with another person, maybe I'm just going to say, you know what, you're right. And drop it, right? New ways, new perspectives. Mastering that creates your overall awareness that whatever point of the road you are in the journey of your life is exactly where you belong. And if it's not lined up side by side with others in your life, if you're not on the same path, on the same point of the path, that is perfection as well. That's exactly how it's designed. Your journey is yours. It's unique. At any given time, you could be right in the middle of that sunlight, or deep into the fog, or down in the river, you know, cleansing your spirit, or top of the mountain or in the forest, not being able to really see what's next. At any given moment, the point of your journey is your perfection. And this wide lensed view that the eagle carries sees that, sees the entire path, sees the entire journey, all that's come before you and all that there still is to experience. This is a really beautiful realization that when we get into these situations that we feel resistant with, it's just a part of the story, right? It's just an indicator that I can learn from this, I can move on, I can make this situation as weighed down or as freeing as I wish. It's all a matter of my perspective, okay? Moving forward and gaining more awareness of this eagle energy, of this sort of all-seeing, all-knowing, and all-accepting energy, the key to moving forward is going to be this harmony card. Beautiful. Love it. When intuition and heart are in connection with one another. Beautiful. The dolphins show, the dolphins are they're the symbol of intuitiveness and tapping right into that third eye in this figure. But that's all stemming from the heart energy. This feeling of knowing an alignment with every event and every experience I experience is happening for me. That knowledge is going to shoot you forward in life. It's going to expand your awareness and your soul and improve your connections with others, like nothing else can, really. It's that alignment of trusting that you're going to operate straight from the heart, not so much the mind, especially when these situations come up. Drop into the heart space. What am I feeling now? What am I feeling, and what feels best? What direction feels best for me to proceed? And that wider lens view, the eagle, is in full support of that part of your journey, full support of that new way of proceeding. And like I said, if this doesn't pertain to you in this moment, and perhaps some of you already are gaining this new perspective and getting that I don't really control much and I'm going to allow life to sort of take me in its flow, then beautiful. This is just an affirmation for what you've learned and what you're growing into. So the next level of awareness, these cards up here are showing us, our future work or our ability to continue this practice, continue this higher. Okay, I have to tell you. I'll tell you in a minute. Okay, I'm laughing pretty hard. Anyway, so gaining this awareness of connecting and having harmony between heart and intuition and really operating from what's right for you in every moment is going to help you, first of all, release a lot of your longing or clinging or gripping to past ways, past memories, past experiences that you feel you're not ready to move on from. That's that controlling feeling, right? That's that same thing. This harmonizing of heart and intuition and wider perspective that the eagle takes will result in you learning to drop the need for things to stay the same and to take off that box of memories that has you blinded and be aware of what beauty surrounds you right now in the present. The stars, the colors, the rainbow up ahead, everything is here for you to experience and absorb if you can let go of the need for things to remain the same or old situations to, be set as your ideal. The ideal for any point in your life is right now. And the eagle knows that, right? And your intuition knows that, okay? Supporting this journey, supporting this release, because this new level of awareness is helping you release the old, right? And in support of that, internally within, I pulled this aloneness card. This is one of the most important cards of this spread, because this, in relation to that eagle energy, in relation to that wider view, that wider perspective, you may feel, oh, I don't know how, I can't, right? And this aloneness card is proving that you will, that you are. There's a difference between loneliness and aloneness. There's a power underneath aloneness. Loneliness is, say, sort of the longing for or the absence of another. And aloneness is the presence of yourself. That's empowering. This is showing that deep within you, you know you have the reserves and the energy and the ability to do this journey on your own, to really do this growth. You have it. You have the insanely profound, huge power of the eagle behind you at this time. And you have, so many lessons within, especially these two major arcanas are your internal energies within. And they are really supporting your journey to move past that need to grip onto old experiences or to control and push against. You're really learning to push past all that. And as a result, in your external world, you're becoming less and less compromised as far as, let me do it the other way around. You're feeling more and more fully your authentic self. Okay? Less about, oh, they need me to be this way, so I'm going to have to shift, the way I say and show up and speak. No, you have that power. You alone have your presence of yourself, and that's what's guiding you. What others think isn't as important, and you'll start to really show up in your day-to-day life as your full, aligned, authentic self. Starting with that wide eagle perspective, dropping the need to control, shifting your perspective, knowing that it's just one little point on your path, marrying up the heart and intuition energy, and learning to drop the need for things to remain the same. Drop that need, because there's so much more out there. The eagle sees it all. And you have that ability now. Now, the reason I was laughing is because when I first pulled this oracle, I thought, oh, we should probably pull the possibilities card, because it's the same thing. And what did I pull? As like the like the end of your reading, right? This is like the outcome or the insight into the reading. You ended where you began. It's beautiful. I love this. It's the same thought. This eagle's flying high above the land. He sees it all. He sees the sunset, the valley, the river, the peaks, the forest, the dirt, everything. He sees it all. He sees all that's possible. And literally, that's the whole nature of your reading. I love the way this turns out sometimes. And I just love it. I love intuition. I love doing these readings, and I love sharing them with you. Your journey right now, Aries, is really all about an internal tweak, just a small shift in the way you see things, in the way you show up for things, and creating space and making room for tough situations, making room for others to be in those tough situations however they show up in them. Right? If you feel like you're in opposition with someone, don't push against. Just release it. Pull back. See it bigger. See that, we'll get past this. Or that person that I'm in conflict with is bringing their own box of memories, their own past experiences into the picture. And I haven't been there for all those memories. I don't know what's driving. And so there's no need for me to need it to be any different, right? I can see it from a bigger point. I can be that eagle. You have the power within you, and the universe is supporting you in a big way to gain this new perspective. Okay? All right, dear Aries. I love you guys so much. This is going to be it for now. And until next time, I will see you again. Take care. Love you guys. Bye.